Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shay and welcome back to Utmost Fanology. Here is a weird find that I found one day randomly on Gumtree. This is a National 12-inch Louver stand fan, if you will. And basically this is just a box fan on a funny stand. um, it's not from this country originally, and it's got a US style plug on it, which is very odd. It's also similar to what the Chinese use, I believe, and it's non-polarized. It's got no fuse on it, and it says 125 volts on it. So maybe this whole lead is not even for this fan. Maybe it's not original. I mean, so yeah, I might replace it later on. But yeah, I got this thing for £10, and it was quite funny getting this thing. It was not far away in theory. It's just a couple of miles away from where I am, and I believe I took the wrong bus or something to get home or something, and the seller was late to show up, so she gave me a discount from 15 and a nice box of chocolates, of course. But yeah, let's have a look at this weird fan in closer detail, and we'll see why I'm kind of, I don't know, meh about it. It's cool, but it's not that surprising to me, I guess. Alrighty, so looking at the top half of this fan, it literally just looks like a regular box fan, and there are different variations of these. I've seen a KDK version with a remote control, and there's a little notch at the top there. If I try and lock this, yeah, it's just above where it says Breeze Communication, which is a very funny slogan. They all have something like this. The KDK one says Over the Generation, which is I remember seeing that on some wall fans back in Qatar, so that's cool. But yeah, very kind of generic design, and I've seen different branded ones of these now that National have stopped making, or rather have stopped contracting these fans because these aren't made by National. And I was very disappointed to find that this thing was made in China and not Malaysia, or I knew that it would be quite a long shot from being made in Japan, but come on, I thought it was at least made in Malaysia. Well, you can see that the fan is kind of misaligned as well. There's a couple of issues this thing has, and still has. One of the slats broke, and I think the owners didn't realize that at the time. It was very dirty as well. It had a lot of carbon buildup in the dust, which means it's a pain in the butt to clean off, and there's still some reminiscence of that kind of carbon dust, which is annoying. This is what happens when you use a fan by a window on a main road. Yeah, not cool. You can see it's kind of misaligned. That's not the camera this time, I promise you. The camera's straight. This thing has a kind of it's kind of a pain in the butt to keep it lined up, and the left mount here, or the right mount, from whichever point you're looking at, was dislodged, and I had to screw it back in. Thankfully the screws and the mount thing was still in there. But yeah, pretty normal looking. The controls are on the top, and I will show you that in a bit. Moving downwards, we can see the very kind of flimsy looking stand. It is quite solid, to be honest, and there's not a single bit of rust on it, which is nice. That mount on the left there has a crack in it, which is unfortunate. I have to try and fix it at some point. I do like the kind of a bar here. I wish it was a bit more sturdy and thicker compared to what it looks like. It looks very cheapo, if you will. But this whole fan doesn't. I guess it's higher quality than some of these Louver fans of today, but overall it's okay. Really, it's not too special in build quality. Lots of screws here to keep the mounts in place. And there are 3D prints available online, so I will probably have to find someone who can print one out if that thing does break. But yeah, let me show you the control panel, and then I'll show you the side and the rear. Alright, I'm hoping you guys can see that. Just says national there, and a bunch of touch buttons. There's no beeper in this one, which is a bit strange, but whatever. You got regular free speed and a timer, and that's about it. It's a pretty normal fan, really. I need to try and get rid of that tape residue. This whole thing was really filthy. And I know some of you guys have been like, would have been thinking, oh, it can't be that filthy, right? No. This thing it was really, really gross. I have some pictures of it, and I will put those at the end. Right, let me show you the side and the rear, and then we'll run it. Alright, so here's the side of this fan. It's quite a slim thing, really. You can see a better look at this mount here. There's a reason why there's a hole here, and that's because you can undo these two caps, which allows you to take the fan off, and then you can work on it easier. And I didn't do that for some reason. I only took the caps off to remount it, but there's a screw that's just behind this hole when you lift it up, and then you can just tighten the thing up to fix the tilt adjustment, which doesn't have any kind of like notches or anything. It's just very smooth, and you can hear some of the worn out thrust washers on that thing. Thankfully it doesn't make any noise, so let me show you the rear. Alright, looking at the rear of this thing, it's quite normal. There are a couple of things I do like. The grille is mounted in a way where it's just two screws and a locking system that you just twist, and you can take it off easily, rather than having like a bunch of screws here, or having to take off the whole rear back plate here just to clean the blades, which is absolutely stupid. My SD Sander fan, if you guys remember that, on my main channel, has the same design of where you have to remove the rear to just clean it off. Very annoying. I do like the deep pitch blades and the large surface area. Grill is quite restrictive on this fan, unlike some other Louver fans I've had in the past, but that's okay, really. If it was less restrictive, then it would be a bit quieter, but it's already quiet enough, I guess. Let me zoom into that sticker there. Okay, I do apologize for the graininess or noise. You can see the national logo there, and I love that old style one. Very cool. Manufactured for Matsushita Electrical Company. So yeah, not a proper KDK or national or made fan. Made in China, of course, and yeah, 42 to 48 watts. I don't know if that lot number is like a day code. It says O2 on it. So yeah, not too old, this fan. I kind of assumed it would be like late 90s, early 2000s. And it's a Type F38RZ, 12 inches. Very cool. But yeah, let me show you the back of that, the rest of this thing. And yeah, pretty normal. Nothing really to see here. It's pretty much just the front of it, but it's just open at the back, which I guess you can put something underneath there. Again, I'm not sure if I'll be keeping this fan, to be honest. It's just a bit too weird, and I already have two pedestal fans. I definitely want to get rid of that T-Vel, but yeah. So, if any of you want this one, I'll be posting it on eBay or something in the future or so. But yeah, time to run this thing, and we will do performance tests and wattage, and then end the video. Alrighty, now for performance. It's gonna be really hard to try and get a proper number, thanks to this grill, of course. But I'm getting at low speed, 1023 feet per minute, which is very good considering the very low amount of noise. I've used this for a couple of nights now, and I really like it. It's not a very loud fan at all, and even when it's on high, it's still something I can sleep through. But yeah, if I move it back again, still getting 600 and 708 feet per minute. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's put it on medium. Put it around here again. This was the strongest part, it seems. 1200 feet per minute, not just so. 1161. If I move it back again, we're getting around 629, 708 feet per minute. Yeah, pretty nice. Again, this thing is not a very accurate representation. This is a really crappy one, but it's a very strong stream. Let's see here. 1417 feet per minute. What? 1377 feet per minute? And my thing was turned off for some reason. Has it died? No, it hasn't. 1397 feet per minute. That is very accurate to help give you an idea on how strong that is. Like, it is a very, very strong fan. And even if I move it backwards, the cool thing about this thing is that air travels so much and in a very nice stream. So even if I'm sitting up close to it, it feels just as strong, at least 4, 5, 10 feet away, which is very good. But yeah, let me show you wattage and then we'll end the video. Alright, here's low speed, 38 watts, which is quite high. I don't know, we're going down now. I don't think this fan has that same issue like so many others have, where it takes a while for the bearings to warm up and the wattage goes down. Still got a good spin down, as you would have seen earlier, although the blades are quite out of balance. It does shake quite a bit. Clock is fine though, so I'm not sure what that is. Let's try medium. 41 watts, oh no, yeah, basically 41 watts. Pretty normal. And we're on high at 47 watts. Let's turn on the grill, see what it gets. Yeah, 49 watts, 50 watts basically. Yeah, pretty normal. Nothing alarming at all. Let's end the video now. And there we have it, guys. I know, not a very interesting fan, but don't worry, I do have 2 more videos coming up that might be of more interest to some of you guys. And I am on the lookout for more fans from overseas as well, so if you want, you can let me know. But I might have another one or another 2 coming around. We'll see. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think of this thing, as usual. And I'll also be saying the same boring thing that I always say. Nobody's forcing you to subscribe. I do not need to tell you how to use YouTube. If you like this video and you want to see more, you know exactly what to do. But yeah, guys, all I gotta say now is bye for now. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.